All right, hello everyone. Well, in the interest of time, I'll get right into it. Thanks for attending our presentation today. My name is Thor Kallestad. I'm the Chief Executive of DataCloud. Before getting into the meat of our presentation, I wanted to lead off and tell you how I'm going to conclude the presentation. Is some of the takeaways that I've noticed over the last couple of days of the presentations and the discussions in the hall is I think there's kind of widespread agreement that the mining industry is slow to adopt new technology, it doesn't innovate too well, and that there's probably some pretty profound changes coming for the industry in the years and decade ahead. So with that, what I'll conclude with is I'll show you some of the technology that we've developed. I'd like to point out that it's here, it's now, it's valuable, it's proved, and for those of you in the audience who can help, I'll ask you to help us break the cycle and start to innovate and adopt some new technology quite fast. We're ready to go. We can tell you more about it after the presentation. We've got a booth right down here in the corner. So essentially what DataCloud is we're about a 2-year-old company. We're based in Palo Alto. Professionally, half of the profile is oil and gas, geoscience, and engineering. The other half of the company is cloud computing, AI, IoT. And essentially, the two profiles came together. We had a baby, and we call it DataCloud. And essentially, what DataCloud is looking to do in the industry, the value we're providing is what we refer to as cognitive mining. And essentially what that is it's automated, high-resolution, real-time geoscience, significantly enhanced ore body knowledge. We provide this to our clients in real time. They can access it via a browser. To do this, there's two main innovations that we've developed. We have been the good beneficiary of being right place, right time for both of these innovations, and that the two things that we've created, I'll show you on some subsequent slides. One is the Rhino IoT geoscience sensor that we've built. The background technology occurrence that has helped us with this is the proliferation of very cost-effective IoT sensors. So it's allowed us to build a logging while drilling tool for the mining industry that collects high resolution using relatively inexpensive consumer electronic parts. It'll make it widely scalable because the economics work. The second product that we've developed to deliver this real-time geoscience is what we call Mine Portal. And the big technology development in the background that's enabled this has been cloud computing. Essentially right now, we can stream this information off of the Rhino sensor, process it in real time, and give the client an answer in the browser immediately, where previously that information would have to take days to interpret by an engineer in the corner, and it just wouldn't ever be available in time to matter. So IoT sensors, Rhino, cloud computing, Mine Portal, together they're allowing us to bring real-time geoscience and a significantly enhanced ore body knowledge to the industry. Metrics, we know we're going to be judged, as we should. As we see it, the three real key metrics are we've got to help clients increase their throughput, we've got to help clients increase their recovery, and we've got to help them get costs down. We welcome those challenges. We understand those are the big drivers that we're going to be scored against. So with that, I'll show you on some of the subsequent slides here. I'll take one slide to talk to you a little bit about Rhino, which is our IoT logging while drilling sensor, and then on the next one, I'll get into Mine Portal, which is our cloud computing platform. Rhino's been a really interesting one for us, is that we've gone out to target clients over the last kind of 6 months, 1 year. We tell them what we're doing, and they basically all say, yep, we get it, really valuable, go prove you can do it. A completely fair response for people to take. So over the last 6 months, we've been doing a series of these pilot projects, largely in Australia and Canada. We've logged close to 500 blast holes, and in every case on these pilot projects, they've gone extremely well, and we're now moving on to discussions for long-term commercial deployment of the technology with these customers. So really, really fair point for customers to take, go prove it. But we've done that now in a lot of these different pilot projects. A lot of this customer data has been anonymized and is under NDA. We're happy to dive into some of the details with you too on subsequent discussions after the presentation here. So Rhino, we rig it up on the drills, collects this real-time geoscience information when you're drilling. It streams it up into Mine Portal, which is the second product that we've built to provide this enhanced ore body knowledge. What Mine Portal is we're a Microsoft shop. This lives up on Azure. We rely really heavily on artificial intelligence, machine learning. This information off of the Rhino sensor streams up into the cloud, into its home in Mine Portal. We can also collect all of the other third-party information that an ore body might have, be it block models, RC data, MWD. We can bring all of that in, and then with this platform, we can use it to make really actionable predictions for you that will help improve your economics and your operations going forward. One of the key things about Mine Portal is that it is born in the cloud. We don't have any legacy on PC software, so you log into a browser, you get your information. We don't have any historical limitations in the architecture. It's one of the benefits of being a young company that just started up in the cloud. Another key principle for it is we know that there's all sorts of different workflows and all sorts of different softwares out there. So all of the information in Mine Portal, clients can access it, do what they want in Mine Portal, or we're completely ready to export it via API to wherever you might want it to go for your business processes. So what does it look like for a client? What do you really get for using Rhino and Mine Portal? It's a high-resolution image of the subsurface, enhanced ore body knowledge. What I'll show you on this next slide, this is an artist rendition of a bench in the Pilbara that we've been logging. Strict NDA with a client. This gives you a good idea of what you're looking at with it. What they wanted to know was ore waste boundaries, which you can see in these colors. Red are the iron ore bands. You know, these rocks are 2 billion years old out there, so they're quite altered. You can see the shales, you can see the ore bodies. Essentially what you can do with this information is then make better blasting decisions. How do you manage your muck pile? Everything drill to mill gets much more efficient when you have a much better image of your ore body. So the point that I'd make about it, I'm going to play a video right now that'll show a little bit about what the software actually looks like, and we're happy to go into some of the details on this again over at our booth. But concluding point I'd like to make is the one that I began with, that this is here and it works now and we're ready to go. And for people in the audience who are in a position to help, can help us break trend and show that the mining industry, we can innovate, that's done, and now we can adopt new technology quite quickly. There's lots of value that it provides. The price-value relationship that we have is very much skewed in favor of the client. So we really would welcome any follow-on conversations for people out there who do have mines that we can go and show you what we can do and get started on it right away. We think it's pretty profound technology to be able to show you at a really high resolution in real time what your ore body looks like. And we'd love to have some discussions with all interested parties about how we can deploy it at your operations. So any questions? I realized in the last presentation of this one, so I can take the rest of the time that we have. If there's any points of interest, I can field those or direct them to Daniel and Krishna, who are the technical experts on both Mine Portal and Rhino. Well, we'll be over at the booth, so please stop by and see us so we can tell you more about this and get into some of the details behind it. But essentially, cognitive mining and enhanced ore body knowledge is what we're looking to bring to the industry, and we'd welcome the opportunity to work with all of you.